Hello lads and ladies, and welcome to this, and welcome back for another video on the channel. Now, today is something a bit different for me. Normally I'm quite calm, measured, I'm quite fair in my footballing opinions, but over the last few weeks and months, with the top 12 in European football, I've started to plan a Super League, and we saw it with Liverpool and United trying to start it off a few months ago, which got, torn to shreds. We're going to talk about it in this video. If you're new to the channel, please remember to like and subscribe, and let's get on with it. Now, for me, so this Super League is going to be made up of 12 teams, from 6 from England, Italy and Spain. So Madrid, Barcelona, Milan, then, your top 6 in the Premier League. Now, I'm going to go on to the Premier League first because I'm absolutely disgusted as an Englishman. I think it's an absolute disgrace. So, United, Man United, Sir Alex Ferguson, who won trophy after trophy. You didn't get, oh, we've won a trophy. Well, stop now. You kept going. You kept going. You won it year after year after year. He kept them on. He kept them competitive. They won leagues on merit. They won FA Cups on merit. They got into the Champions League for 20 years straight on merit. That is what football's about. And Sir Alex Ferguson, who won, 13 trophies for United Premier League. All that for nothing, basically. For United just to do this. Greed. Financial greed. Man United, united as one. Factory workers coming together. Man United, kids coming through the youth system. That's what it should be about. Mason Greenwood was fantastic yesterday. That's what yesterday should have been about. Been there since he was 8 years of age. Not this Super League. It's an absolute disgrace. And, if they have signed up for it and they come back begging, they have to have points deducted. Liverpool, you'll never walk alone. Bill Paisley, football's for fans. He'll be rotting in his grave right now. Liverpool, you'll never walk alone. We unite as one. We stick together through thick and thin. No, you don't. Your owners at the top of your Premier League, they don't care about supporters. They just care about merchandise, money, TV revenue, shirt sales. It's an absolute disgrace. Liverpool Football Club won the Champions League and the Premier League. They furloughed all their staff to save money. It's Liverpool Football Club. They've got millions and millions of pounds. They're still paying Salah, Firmino, Jota through, lockdown. Couldn't pay the club shop, could they? Tottenham Hotspur, they've lost 12 games this season. That's what? Sorry, I think they lost 10 games this season. They lost nearly 30% of the games. How are they European Super League? They're in the Europa League this year. They got knocked out by a man who was in prison. The Croatian Ronnie Kray. They've not been good enough this year. Think of the teams that they've lost to. Everton beat them. There are better teams than them. West Ham beat them. Arsenal beat them. Arsenal are a disgrace as well. 4 years in the Europa League in a row. They've lost nearly 40% of their games. They're currently ninth in the Premier League. How are they European elite? They've never won a Champions League, either Spurs or Manchester City. Forest did back-to-back in 1980. Hey, what's that about? What? So what gives Arsenal the right over Forest? Leicester won a Premiership 5 years ago. Spurs haven't won a Premier League in the 30 years. They last won a Champions League 60 years ago. Man United haven't won a Premier League for 7 or 8 years. They haven't won a trophy for 4 years. So, why do these teams think they are better than playing the likes of Burnley, Palace, Brighton, West Ham, Villa? These super elite teams are that good. Liverpool lost 7-2 to Villa. United lost 6-1 to Spurs. And then you think about it. Leeds beat Man City. What? I just can't get my head around it. The Premier League, it's about money. It's about money. How it took them, so how long did it take them to think this up? A couple of months. It took them 10 months to do a rescue package of 30 million quid for the 46 clubs in the bottom 2 leagues of the Football League. That's 1.5 million per club, by the way, after all the money they get. And all of a sudden, they don't want to be in the Premier League anymore. Strip the titles off them, deduct points, be harsh on them. You've got to come harsh on them. You cannot let them away with it. Because Tottenham Hotspur, they should never be in that league. Arsenal shouldn't. City, if you want to make a league, you make it the best of the best. But no relegation. It's a franchise league all about money. It's about safety. Oh, we can go and we're going to make loads of money. We're not going to get relegated. It's a franchise league. It's not competitive. And it's an absolute disgrace of an idea. Fans, again, ruined. Why should fans have to travel to Milan, Spain every week? Over financial greed. No more Merseyside derbies. No more classic London derbies. You know, West Ham, you know, coming in the rinks. You know. Football is about family. Football is about strangers coming along as one. That's what football should be about, not this. I support Fleetwood, a lower league club. I get ripped to shreds by my mates who support, you know, these top 6 clubs. But I'll have this every day of the week. I don't care if we get beat. I don't care if we have a bad season. I don't care if we get beat 6-0. I don't care if we're awful every week. Because we're family. And football should be that. Strangers coming along as one. George McLaughlin getting all the fans going. You know, everyone knows each other. Everyone pulls in. That's what football should be about. And the top 6, they've just disconnected from the fans today. It's a dark, dark day for football. Over 500 million quid. And whatever they'll make back, but they're losing supporters. They're losing revenue. People will stop paying for the Sky subscriptions. And, you know something, it could benefit the Premier League. It really could in longer term for the teams that, you know, it's going to be a fair-minded league. That's the only good thing about it. If they think they're better than them, let them go. It'll fall flat on its pieces within 2 years. And then they'll beg to come back. Don't let them in. Start them in the conference. You cannot just go. You cannot just let them go and say, yeah, of course you can come back. No. It's an absolute disgrace. Strip titles, you know, City, Chelsea are both in the Champions League this year. Strip them. Get rid of them. You know, let PSG win it. You know, Real Madrid also sign up. Let PSG win it. Europa League, United and Arsenal in it. Strip them of that. Let the other 2 play in the final. Don't let them win. City, Chelsea, Spurs, Man City on the final on Sunday. Don't let the final go ahead. You've got to be harsh. And it's as simple as that. You cannot all of a sudden sign a contract halfway through a season. I don't want to be in this league. Just because, you know, elitism. It is elitism. They think they're better. Well, they're not better. There's West Ham, Leicester. You know, they are better than Arsenal and Spurs. I'd probably say Everton are as well. You know, they've got better squads. And I just don't get it how those clubs think they are better than other clubs. You know, Spurs are bottle merchants. They are bottle merchants. Arsenal are a disgrace. Don't get me started on them. The 2 clubs I'm really angry with is United and Liverpool, because they are the 2 clubs that have won trophy after trophy. They've been, you know, 2 of the most successful clubs in English football. And all of a sudden they want to go in a franchise league with no competition, no relegation, and just, you know, just want to play it out. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. And the owners at the top of the pyramid need to take a long, hard look at themselves. And Bill Paisley and Brian Clough will be turning in their grave. Cloughie, he's a manager that won 2 European Cups. He took Forest from, you know, the lower league divisions right into the Premier League. That is what football's about, you know, coming together as one. He was all about football, community. He didn't even like agents. Imagine this. He'd be right away. Bill Paisley, it's all about the fans. Football's the most important thing, but fans come first. Look at that. Look at other legends. Gary Neville yesterday, he's absolutely furious with Man United. Been a supporter there for 40 years. It should never happen. It will never happen. No one should watch it. You should boycott it. You should not watch it. You should get rid of it. It's as simple as that. And when they do come back, which they will come back and beg for a second chance. Don't let them back in. It's an absolute disgrace. And the clubs at the top of the league, the hierarchy, you know, Kroenkes, Daniel Levy, Roman Abramovich, the Glazers, you know, the Manchester City owners as well. They just need to take a long, hard look at themselves and think about what they're doing to the beautiful game, because there'll be no shocks, you know, you know. But this season, like I said, Leeds beat Man City, Villa smashed Liverpool. You know, Arsenal have lost at home to the likes of, you know, Villa. You know, they've been awful this year. They've lost nearly 40% of the games, as we mentioned before. United, they're only second in the league. You know, they're 8 points behind the top. It's an absolute disgrace, and I'm furious. Let me know your thoughts on it. I could go on all day. I am going to end it here. But those top 6 clubs, karma will come back at you. You're an absolute joke. Bunch of jokers. Ruined football. football. And you know something, if you do support one of those toxic clubs, come to League One, come to League Two, come to the National League, get a pint, a programme, a ticket, and you can still do that every week cheaper than your Sky subscriptions or go into a Premier League match. Much better. It's a family community that care about supporters, that need supporters on their door to keep them alive. It's as simple as that. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, guys, I will see you later. Ban the top 6.